Welcome to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. Today, let's talk about speed is senior to quality. Hello, and welcome back to the Kale Houser Leadership Secrets podcast. My name is Kale Houser, co-founder and CEO of Kale Houser Leadership, along with my amazing wife, Liz Houser, co-founder and COO of Kale Houser Leadership. We very much appreciate your willingness and dedication and commitment to listening to this podcast, to helping us help you. We appreciate the opportunity and we do not take it lightly. One of the things that we try to do is be relevant in our timeliness and effectiveness of the content that we bring you, whether that's in the form of this podcast, in the form of my TikTok channel and the videos that are posted there, in the form of social media posts or things we're posting on our LinkedIn profiles. If you are not subscribed to any of those, please make sure you do so. We post a bunch of different kind of content on the different platforms. Whether it be a blog, if you're more of a reader type of a person, we do a blog, and then as well as just kind of our general social media presence and posts that we do there. There are links to all of the profiles in the description of wherever you are listening to this, and I would surely appreciate it. And it's just another avenue of we can serve you and hopefully provide that little bit of information that maybe you're missing or maybe you hadn't thought of yet to implement to make you and your team effective in your leadership style. But today I want to talk about speed is senior to quality. We very much in the American culture, I would argue in general, maybe this is a middle-class mindset type of thing, but we are taught that quality is the number one thing, right? It's in most of the advertising campaigns that we see, quality is job one, quality is what we focus on and nothing else matters. And quality is absolutely important. It is important, but it is secondary to speed. It is secondary to speed to market. Like you can have the most amazing thing ever, but if it takes you 5 years to get it to market, you're probably going to go broke in that 5 years. You're probably going to run out of resources as you continue to evolve and make better and changes and try to improve your product or service to the point where nobody gets it. But I will offer you this. Right? Done always beats perfect. There's a friend of mine, well, I should say acquaintance more than friend because we've never actually met, but his book is Done Beats Perfect. This is what he kind of focuses on in his speaking. He's based out of the UK, is you would, whether it be in business and life, all the things, the accomplishment of finishing the project, of finishing the assignment is always better than the perfection of it. And on the flip side, we always heard this story in the military in our quote unquote leadership training about this one general in the Pentagon, right? And he was notorious because the generals have speechwriters that, are younger officers. Well, not younger, but younger than them. Officers, they're still senior officers, but younger than them, they're dedicated speechwriters, right? A lot of politicians and people in public office have these. And this one general is notorious for anytime this, lieutenant or captain or whomever brought this speech to them for whatever event, he'd say, it's not good enough, write it again. No, come back. Oh, not good enough, write it again. Revision, 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 revision. And the whole lesson of this story that we were taught in our quote unquote leadership school was that our best effort is never our first effort is never the best effort. There's always room for improvement. There is always room for making things better, taking the time to make the adjustments and revisions to present the most quality product. And in this case, it was, the speeches that this general would give. And I would argue, what is the one big difference between that mindset, being in the military specifically, versus you and your business? Military doesn't matter. Military doesn't matter if you take a week, a month, or a year to get it done. Is the military known for getting anything done quickly? No, nothing. That is not the military mindset. But I would also argue quality is also not the military mindset. They are not concerned top level about the quality of their airmen or soldiers or seamen or Coast Guardsmen, or Marines. They are not concerned about those things. It is arbitrary to whomever is in charge of that particular unit, whether they believe speed or quality is better. But for you, if you are relying on profits, if you are relying on revenue, and the timely accumulation of such in order to stay in business, to pay your payroll of your people, to pay your bills and electric, then speed is your absolute number one priority. Now, I'm not saying throw something together, boom, throw it out there, and it can just be garbage and expect it to sell, because there is a balance between you need to offer something people want and will value, but you need to do it in such a timely manner that it is beneficial not only to you as a company in the form of it starts conversions and sales and things, but benefit to you, your clientele and your industry. Right? It's like coming out with a brand new toy for Christmas, but it doesn't launch, or your manufacturer doesn't have it ready until February. What good does that do you? You missed the boat of the Christmas buying season, and now you either have to try to sell it and advertise it and get that buzz out of nothing in spring, or you wait until next Christmas. It doesn't serve you at all in either sense. But when you can plan ahead and speed to market and find those other resources that help you do that, those are the game changers in your business. Because, going back to the military mindset, because speed really means nothing. They are not known for their efficiency. They are not known for their quality. And they are not known for either of those being the driving factor. But again, you have to be different. So how do you find that balance between speed and quality in your business? I'll give you an example again of just for us with Kale Houser Leadership. I've got a friend of mine that is helping us out with some of the social media stuff. And he's like, hey, I need some videos on this type of topic so we can start promoting the leadership thing in the VIP Leadership Mastermind. Here's a list of topics. So I could have easily sat there and gone, okay, well, I'm gonna write out this nice script, and I'm gonna load it into a teleprompter type app on my phone, and I'm going to set up my studio and get all the lighting just right. And it'd take me 2, 3, 4 a week to get the videos done. Then I'll be like, oh, I got to change outfits, and this outfit doesn't work, and blah, 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 right? There's all kinds of excuses in order to quote unquote make a better quality product to provide for him. But instead, I go, you know what? This is important. And the content is the number one thing. The idea is presented in the videos, not the background, not what I'm wearing, not how my hair looks, none of that. And I sat down and I shot the videos. It took me, an hour, a couple hours, but I sat down and do it. Are they the most perfect videos you've ever seen? Are they high production quality Hollywood things where millions have been invested into sound and lighting and drafts and edits and riggers and, best grips, whatever that is? No. But are they out there converting? Yes. Are they out there where people can see them and learn from them? Yes. Are they showing me as a relevant player in the leadership field? Yes. And that's what you need to do. Stop trying to trade time for perfection, because the upswing of that perfection typically will not outweigh the upswing of the speed of something that's not quite as quote unquote high quality. Because that, again, is all in the mind of the beholder. What you see as high quality isn't necessarily what your customers see as high quality, and vice versa. And what they're willing to accept as, making you the valid authority figure in whatever message or product you're trying to communicate or sell doesn't necessarily require you to be a huge, Coca-Cola corporation where you're investing millions in your advertising and your editing and graphic design and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's just you getting on Canva, coming up with kind of a cool, funny, catchy graphic that advertises your product, and you post it on social media to your followers. And now you start converting, you start making those sales, whatever that is and looks like for you. So I really want to encourage you. How are ways and things you can do to speed up your processes, to speed up your concept to idea, to implementation, to delivery? Where can you get rid of the inefficiencies of waiting for the quality to get there? Again, grain of salt. I'm not advertising or trying to convince you to put garbage out to the workforce or garbage out to your industry, because there is that. And there is that downswing of there is a point, no matter how fast you get it, that nobody wants a POS product or service. That will backfire. But most of us tend to err on the other side of we take way too long trying to perfect and do revisions and all that kind of stuff because we think that's what our market wants. And that may be. and you may have some long-term projects that you are working on because of that. But in general, and in most cases, speed to market far outweighs the incremental increase in quality by waiting longer. Does that make sense? If you agree, please let me know. Reviews are fantastic. If you disagree, I would love to hear about it. I would love to have a discussion with you. Like I said, we've got our VIP Leadership Mastermind coming up. Make sure you hit VIPLeadershipMastermind.com/founder. Get on the wait list and or sign up for the founding members list, depending on when you are listening to this. If it is afterwards and you missed the boat, make sure you subscribe anyway, because we've got an amazing community that we're building there. And who knows, we may open it up a little bit later for like a membership drive type thing, and you can always subscribe that way and follow it. And that's how we love to help people. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, morning, night. No matter where you're at in the world, have a great afternoon. Bye.